What's happening? I'm about to start this off with some Swallowing the Rabbit Hole on guitar. I got your guys' chat up. I see you talking. I see you asking. I see you hyping. I love it. It's getting me psyched. We're very new to this whole Twitch world, so all the support we can get, I appreciate it. Sup, guys? Ask me some questions. All right. I hope I didn't miss too many, but we got Drop B, Rabbit Hole. That's the tuning of this song. yes, I can show you a slowed down version. Let me just start off with that off the bat. I also got Ableton up in here. So if you got some plugin questions, hit me up. I'll tell you the gist. I don't got the whole project going on, but I got the gist, and I'm happy to break it down. All right. Harmonics. You're up here on the 8th fret, right? You start at the bottom here. You got a little octave thing going on. And then you got these two harmonics, so it's not that hard, honestly, but I'm sure there's another way you could play it too, but this is how we do it. So for those of you wondering, there you go. Just gotta start slow, get it faster. All right. What amp do I use? Well, right now, I'll give you a little glance. Right now, I'm running a little Angle UAD plugin here. It's what I use to record a lot of times, especially doubles. Pretty easy to use, pretty cheap if you got UAD stuff. It's pretty dope. Typically though, live, I use the EVH 5150 EL34 amp, 100 watts. It's fucking badass. It's literally the best amp I've ever played, so, and I'm not lying. I'm not just saying that. I actually mean that. All right, what else you got? Pedals, I'll get into that soon. I wasn't using any pedals on that track, but for recording, I had on my whole spread, and there's tons of layers in there that obviously I'm only one person. I can only play one part, but I'm trying to show you guys what's up. That song has a lot of layers, especially on like those little, you know, those little things. There's little harmonics and stuff like that over top to make them pop. And then just some feedback and stuff like that, little noises, stuff like that. Why am I using this guitar? This guitar is just badass and I love it. And I got my signature right here. You know what? I'll just go ahead and show you guys that right now. So we got, it's very bright, but got my pedal board rolling here. Got my signature guitar right behind me. As you can see, looking sick as fuck. Love it. And yeah. Basically, this red guitar is just like real fancy and it sounds really good when I'm recording and stuff like that. It's just a glorified version of my signature. You know, if you have like some extra cash and you want to buy a fancy guitar, you can get this, but my signature, I'll ride and die for that, you know, and I love it. So what else we got here? All right, how do I play while moving? It's impossible. It's very hard. It takes a lot of work. Takes a lot of control. I was just talking to Dom about this earlier today. We were talking about how hard it is, and it's like you just have to have this balance, this control, and you have to like be mentally just like know what's going on, but at the same time be free and be able to move around and be yourself and perform. It's very hard, but we've been doing it since we were kids, so you know, we just try to been working on our technical skills and playing and all this stuff, and it eventually will come together if you work hard. I'm gonna hit you all with another one. Song 2, In Fear. Badass song. One of my favorite songs. Truly love it. Also, one of the first songs we wrote for the album. We wrote that one in the room, and then that was when we first started messing around with Ableton. We went to Shade's house when he had a little rig set up, and we recorded the guitars straight into Ableton, and it made it possible for us to do this whole album. It's what set the bar. Great track, though. All right, questions. What do I think is the best Code Orange guitar song? Oh, man, I don't know. Honestly, though, that song's really hard to play. Actually, harder for me than Rabbit Hole. It's sickening. It's truly sickening how long we spent on this one riff in this song. The little chaos note thing. It's very hard for no reason. No rightful reason. And Jamie was very particular about how he wanted it to sound. I think we all were. And I straight up maybe played that riff like a million times. In the studio, not in the studio. My fingers were just destroyed. It's super fucked up, so... I hope I'm allowed to swear on Twitch. I think that I am, but who knows? All right, what other questions we got? Honestly, my chat font's too big, so I can't see everything. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, we played a lot of tiny shows. Whoever shouted out the Western Canada show. Oh, yeah. We played a lot of small Canada shows especially, but it's been a while since we've been there, so I'm trying to go back. Do I warm up my vocals before a gig? Should I? Yes. Do I? Usually not. But you should. You really should. Any smart person would. I just get very impatient and I don't do it, but sometimes I do. It depends. Whoever asked about the pinch harmonic riff and got banned by Nightbot, I'm sorry. I don't know why they muted you for that. Yeah, that riff was sick. It started off with like, I think I was honestly using like GarageBand or something really stupid. And I wrote that and it sounded like shit. And we actually ended up using some of the original shitty demo guitars on the final version, even though I was like against it, but everyone said that they were the best thing. So I trusted their judgment. And then Shade created this whole beat around it. And I also have some stuff up here I'll show you on Ableton. Yeah, like what we do all the time is we use drum racks in Ableton to program everything. So like if I have a really crappy drum idea that that makes a riff better or helps me get that across, I'll do it. In Ableton, you can just, make a little MIDI clip and just program it in. So I'm not going to get all into that, but if you got any questions like that and you want to learn how to do that stuff, happy to get you started anyway. All right, what else? How involved was Chris in the programming? He helped a ton. I mean, he was just super knowledgeable, like on especially technical stuff. And I think he just like helped Shade fill in any of the gaps, but Shade really just, Shade did a lot of work, a lot of work and a lot of creative work. I mean, Chris helped him, but, gotta back my boy Shade. All right. Switch system. Yeah. So I have this switcher system here. I'll show you again. I'll get that iPhone cam going. It's super bright, so I'm sorry, but, you can kind of see it. This Mastermind PBC, that's what I'm using right now. Honestly, I used to have a giant pedal board, which is over here. This is like all my favorite stuff. I got a bunch of Abominable stuff that I use to record. This awesome Moog Mooger Fooger pedal. It's like really cool, like watery delays and stuff like that. And a ton of Earthquaker stuff. I could truly talk about each one for like an hour. I'm not going to get into that, but point being, got a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is my switcher system to the guy who asked here. I can't see your username. But yeah, we used the Joyo Lives for a long time. Those are cool. Those are a really good, like, cheap option. They're only $200, and they definitely, like, work fine. So we used those for a really long time. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, if you guys want to donate also, I'll see your questions a lot quicker, so just so you know, or if you subscribe. It's very hard to keep up with everything, but I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can here. What else we got? Oh shit, damn, I'm way behind in the chat. What types of picks do we use? Right now I'm using a like age-old pick. It's literally from I Am King era, but it's pretty sick. We're getting new ones soon. I don't know why people be hating on us and not giving us picks, but whatever, we'll get there. But I use the Dunlop Tortex picks. I use like 1.4 millimeter thick picks because floppy picks, I'm not a fan of floppy picks. Dom knows I hate floppy picks and I shit talk his floppy picks. All right, what else we got here? What tour was the most, yeah, what tour was I looking forward to most? Headline tour, obviously. Not obviously, but I love the headline tours. They're super fun, and you know, it's always like the best thing for us because we get to interact with the most people, and everyone like gets code and is there for code. And not that I don't love opening for bands, because I do too. It's a different kind of a rush, but like, you know, if we're opening for Slipknot or System of a Down or something, like we kind of have to win people over. It takes a little bit of extra, you know, spark from the inside. But headline shows, you feel a little more confident because, you know, you're just there for code. The thinners in the crowd, you know how it goes, so I love it. What else we got? Favorite guitar riff? I got a lot of favorites. I mean, all my favorites are code riffs, so it's kind of like not fair, but a lot of Alice in Chains riffs I really love. Nutshell, love that whole song, love the whole guitar tone in that song. Floods, the clean sound, the clean sound in Floods on the like verses, and that riff in general, it's like the perfect kind of riff. It's just like so melodic and catchy, but like dark and watery and chorusy. I love that. So all right, y'all, head to the store, don't forget, because we're not, you know, all of our shows got canceled, so anything you guys can help with, I'm grateful personally, so have to plug that. Can I do any covers today? Honestly, no. Not that I don't love covers, but it's just, today is the day for code, but maybe we'll do one in the future if there's enough push for it. What bands am I jamming right now? Hardcore bands. Year of the Knife, a lot of Year of the Knife. That band's badass. They're from Delaware, Philly kind of area. They're super sick. They were going to be on our tour. Them and Jesus Piece, both two currently rocking hardcore bands. Both were going to be on our tour and would have loved to, you know, support them and show them to you guys, but we'll be back with them soon, I'm sure. So, all right. I'm going to hit some other songs here. Keep asking questions though. Again, I'm just trying to get some songs going. If you want me to show you some more riffs slow, I'm happy to do that. But I'm going to hit you with some Cold Metal Place.
With the hammer of choice
Alright. What's up, guys? Oh, my mic's crackling a little bit about right now. Hopefully that stops. Favorite video games? Smash Bros, no question about it. Discord kids know. How do we equalize 3 guitars in a live setting? It's kind of hard, but I think we each have our own little style that we do and our own way of, you know, having our tone. So it actually works out kind of naturally. My guitar is like really mid-rangey and like present. Dom's is more scooped and like kind of thick. And then Shades is like a whole different thing. I don't even know how to describe it. But the Reverend, even just him playing a Reverend, it creates a kind of different tone body. And it's like really deep and smooth and full. And it just helps like create like a nice bottom support. It's pretty bassy tone. So it ends up working out, actually. You know, I think got a good thing going on. What else we got? How do I do pinch harmonics so good? Well, thank you. I just dig in, really. I can try to show you, like on that riff, you just gotta dig in really hard, and also it's also about the tone for sure. Like if you don't have enough gain, if you don't have enough highs, you're not gonna get a good pinch harmonic. So make sure you know that. But yeah, just dig in really hard with your thumb there. It's hard for me to see your guys' usernames. I'm trying to plug you, but what are the songs I'm most proud of? Honestly, every song. It's like I truly love every song. I think we all feel that way. Like, I mean, I'm very proud of certain guitar riffs that came through. I'm proud of Ottoman Carbine. I think I was able to get a really cool tone on that song that was different for us. But I'm proud of every song, truly. Again, thank you guys. Damn, whoever you are, Pixel Logic Dev, respect. Thank you for the donation. Truly, thank you. And yeah, if you got any questions, hit me with them. I'm trying to get to everything. We're going to hopefully do this again too, so if I miss stuff, we'll be back. Who's my Smash main? Currently Samus, but also Yoshi. I wish it was really Samus, but I think I'm actually better at Yoshi, which is sad, but whatever. If I could only use one pedal, what would it be? Right now, I'm going to go with my wah pedal. I got this little AMT purple wah, Twitch Meat. I think that's who asked this. Yeah. Got a little wah, purple AMT Japanese girl wah, I think is what it's called. I love it. It's small and like easy to fit on my pedal board, and just like it has 3 controls. It's simple, but it sounds awesome. It cuts through really good. It's great for leads, great for noise. I think, you know, you can make that sick on most things. So definitely couldn't live without that. What else we got? Was the album or band that made me want to play guitar? I don't know. Honestly, I think it was more about the guitar itself. I was obsessed just with the idea of guitar and like the way it looked and the way it felt. Like, my older sister got a guitar for like some sort of birthday or something, and she never played it. It was just sitting around. I think it was like off-brand Fender. It wasn't a real Fender. It wasn't even a Squier. It was like a Johnson, like not even nothing real. It was purple. It was sitting around and I just saw it and I thought it looked cool, and I've always just loved playing instruments and like using my hands to make music and stuff like that, and yeah, it just intrigued me, so I grabbed it, and then I started learning whatever songs, like punk songs and stuff like that growing up in middle school, and me and Jamie like would get together when we were in 6th grade and we would rock some tracks, whatever we liked at the time. So who else got here? Skeleton Youth. Your mains, Corn and Cloud, respect. That's very Dom mains. Thank you for subbing. Much respect. You guys are great. Play Flower Mouth, please. I'm not gonna, but maybe down the line. I'm sorry, but I mean, I don't even know if I remember it. Something like that. Don't know how I remember that. I don't remember anything more, but it's been a while. But shout out to whoever asked. Adam Ducky, will Adventures ever come back as a band? I know everyone always asks that. Since it seems like you subscribed, I will answer you. I don't know. I love Adventures. It has a place in my heart. There was a time where we had to put it aside, and it's not full on dead, but it is kind of dead. I don't know. I don't have an answer. That's why I've been avoiding those questions. But yeah, I love Adventures, and thank you guys who listen to that stuff. Much respect. Robert Garthen, if you had to put the cutter on the album, which track would you cut? You know, with us, our crazy asses, we were debating that for ages. It was really hard to cut that song, but it also had the title The Cutter, so it was like meant to be. What song would I cut? I can't answer that. I wouldn't cut a song. I would just have to add it. That's the problem. It's like sometimes you just got to cut something, but because it's too long. I couldn't cut any more songs. It's just not possible. What else we got here? You want to see Cold Metal slowed down? I really got to make this font size smaller. It's very hard to see. I think you're asking for the chorus riff slower. I'll give you that. Yeah, I don't know. So. It just kind of goes back with this like chuggy pattern, and then honestly, like I probably play it different every time with the pinch harmonics. I think that's what makes the song cool. It's like it's a little bit improvised on the pinches, and the dynamic between me playing it and Dom playing it, and like all the layers going on. It's like a clashing that's like an intentionally perfect clash, but it helps if you just like, you know, dig into it really hard and wiggle it around and add some swag and some style in it, and ends up working out. But yeah, just like it's just all on the first 3 frets, as many of our songs are. Not all of them, but many of them. What else we got here? Why Don't You Play Dreams and Inertia Live? One of my favorite songs. Head Up. It's just an old song, you know, and we like to move on forward. We like to rep our new stuff. I love that song. I love the video. Maybe one day we'll bring it back. Who knows? But it's just a standard thing, you know. We want to get our new songs out there and make every set high energy, especially in a live setting. So that's what matters to us right now. Sliver is my favorite from Underneath. Anything on making that song? Yeah. So that one, Shade had sent me like he had sent me and Jamie a couple like loop packs. And one of them came with this like really slow, dreamy like guitar riff. That's the intro to that song. And then basically me and Jamie pulled the guitar riff out of that and made a verse out of it. And then I had some chorus written completely separate from all of that. And Jamie had the idea to put the two together, and he thought that they would fit really good in the song together. And we tried it out and built from there. And yeah, I was actually not planning on playing that song, but if you guys want to see some riffs just by themselves, I'm happy to show you. It's pretty like easy song. It's actually in drop A. It's drop A sharp. That one. So pretty low for like that kind of song, but. Yeah, for you guys who've been donating, thank you so much, for real. Keep going. I'm trying to keep up with the names on here. I'm trying to think, talk, and look at the screen. For real, shout out though to you guys. Much respect. All right, can I play the Forever riff? Yeah, I mean, I'll play that for you real quick. Why not? I don't have that song up, but I will play it. Pixelogic Dev, I think you were the one who donated big. Thank you again, for real. But all right, here's this Forever riff. Yeah, so again, first 3 frets. The slide, that's what I do live because it would be really crazy to hit a pedal on every slide, but on the actual record, there's like some shade sounds mixed in with this Moog pedal that I use, that I recorded like a little sample of a slide with the Moog pedal filter sweeping down. It's this like Moog ring mod. I actually don't have it with me right now, but you can look it up. I'm sure you can find one if you want it, but that's kind of what the sound was started as. But yeah, right now it's just kind of like, it's pretty simple, you know, just chugs with the hits. Some people play it with a little sweep. I think that's cool. I think playing it different is cool. That's cool too. Whatever you feel, respect. All right, I'm gonna keep on going. What we got next? Looks like Sulfur.
Let's take a good look at you.
That was Sulfur. One of my favorite tracks to play. Very little emotional track right there. Love it. Shade's video for that is insanely epic. Just elevates the song even more. All right, other questions here. Thank you guys for donating again. I see you. Dutch Nasty something. Guitar Mileage for the sub. X-Ray X13 for the sub. Respect. Tallboy Gamer. Respect. I see you commenting on every picture all the time. Always showing support. Shout out to you. Really trying to see all these questions here. What was the original intention for Visions of Color? I think it was just art. I mean, this is an artful song. I had a different feeling to it than the other songs. It's hard to put my brain back in where we were back then, though. I think we were kind of just going with the flow a little bit more at the time. But I'm sure Jamie had a plan lyrically for that, but he would have to speak for that. Do I remember the first riff I ever wrote? I probably could. I probably could remember it, but I'm not going to do that now because that would be awful. Dang, Ty X win, donation, respect. Thank you for that. Guitar Mileage, the sub. I always see you in here too. Yeah, so many questions. Guitarist inspired my rhythm playing. I know I'm an outlier for this, but most of the time I just kind of figured it out by myself, which is crazy, but I mean, later on I have some people that I respect. I mean, Dime, though he is a lead guitar player, he's still a beast at rhythm, and he's definitely respect. Jerry Cantrell, you know, those are the main two, and they're not really like the same kind of style as me, but just in the way that they play very expressively, and they play with the drums, and that's a big thing for me. Like, I think with rhythm guitar playing, you got to play with the drums and link up with them in a groovy kind of way, and it's not always about playing perfectly. Sometimes it's about just finding the pocket that the guitar should live in, and just loving music and knowing how good music sounds is the number one thing, and then that always ends up translating. So HXC Hussein, I cannot read usernames, very bad at it, but donation, respect. Ludens, respect to you. You've been helping us out a ton. Thank you for everything you do. Can I play Who I Am? Head up. Yeah, I can play Who I Am. If you want to hear it, I'll play it. I wasn't sure, but since you asked, you know, it's easier to see these highlighted questions, so I'm sorry if I'm missing this stuff, guys, who's not highlighted, but I got to get to them first because they're, you know, they're supporting us, but I'm trying to get to as many questions as I can. Expert, the script, subscribe, respect. Non-metal genre artists I've been listening to. Oh, man. I mean, so much stuff. I'm going to go with Clipping for now because they rock. And we've been all jamming them in code. Will I play underneath? Probably not, because there's not a ton of crazy guitar stuff going on. But I do love the track. So, know that. I can show you the riffs, though, if you want. I'll do that real quick. It's just the chorus riff. It's pretty easy, but you got to bend it right. And then you got the pit riff. It's just real dirty. Like, we like to slide around on the guitar a lot to get our sound. It's something that we kind of like inherited from Pittsburgh hardcore, I think. Behind Enemy Lines and a bunch of bands. Pittsburgh bands, Enemy Mind, lots of shit. So they all move around on the guitar, and I love that. Yeah, Built Upon Frustration. A lot of good shit. Guitar Mileage, what strings do I use and what gauge? I use Not Even Slinkies, the teal pack. Pretty great. They're 56 on the bottom, or 54 on the bottom, 12 on the top. What underneath songs were written around drums? A lot of them, honestly. I mean, I kind of was showing you, like, on Ableton there, the drum racks. Like, we actually have samples of Jamie's drums that we got somewhere midway through the process, but you can hear them there. So I would use that a lot to write riffs. It's a lot easier for me to write riffs with drums. To me, it's just like, gives me a bigger picture, and I think I was able to elevate my riffs a lot more once I started learning how to do that in Ableton. Shade really showed us all how to do that, so couldn't have done it without him. And once he opened the door, it was like just epic after that. What else we got here? I'll answer a couple more questions. Many adventurous questions, and respect to you for asking about that. I see you, Yaju. Love adventures, you know it. It's just not happening right now. It's about code. Do I like singing or guitar more? I love them both for different reasons. I think if I didn't like one or the other as much, then I wouldn't be good at it. You gotta care about this stuff, otherwise you just won't be any good. Again, Harmonics of the Rabbit Hole riff, if you missed it. It's on fret 9. Upper end of fret 9. There you go, for your little tabbers out there. Alright. I love playing that song. Truly rocks. Nick Tram, thank you very much. Yes, I can play some Spy for a sec. I'm not going to play the whole track, but if you want to see a part, down to show you. It's a very easy song. Most of it's just noise, and again, I'm using that, the beginning, I'm using that wah pedal a lot. Yeah. Sounds insane with an amp. Right now I'm using a digital amp, so it's maybe not going to sound as insane. But yeah, chaos notes up here. Start the track off. Chorus is just that, like. Then you got, you know, your pit riff. Right in here, it's just about the way you play it, the way you dig in, getting it to sound like that. I think most people could probably figure this stuff out, but it's about the way that you play it and makes it good. Future merch ideas. Yeah, I mean, we're working on a bunch of stuff right now. Working on a mask. Hopefully we'll get that out there. Do we play to a click? Mailer Demon. We just started messing around with that. Not for everything, but for some stuff you need it to have the amount of programming that we do. But we're very careful about, you know, how we do that and making it work and making it real. We found a way, you know, to have cool production and do videos and stuff like that live where you need something like that. But we have a lot of songs that we don't play to a click, and we're very careful about the tempos we choose. It makes it really hard on ourselves, but it's important to us to have that realness while also having control. It's like very hard balance. So, Ugly, Pray Supreme. I'll show you that clean riff real quick if you want. Actually, I'm not really on my clean sound here. Let me get one up. I'll show you up in Ableton here. So right now, just to show you guys, I got some guitar rig, really like easy to use interface, but sounds dope. A lot of people use it. It's a really good writing tool. Trying to find a spot where I got that clean sound going on so I can show you that ugly riff. Probably sulfur. Yeah. So ugly. There you go. Yeah, it's just really chorusy sound. Super watery. Sounds like it's underwater. Jamie always was, you know, hollering at us, make it sound like it's underwater. We made it happen. Just tons of chorus. Good amount of reverb. Harmonics, as we always love to throw in the riffs. Love that shit. What else we got here? Best tips to turn a riff into a song, Yaju. Also got to shout out the donators over here, XHC Hussein. I guess that's what it is. Respect to you for the donate. Yeah, I mean, honestly, just have some friends. I have a lot of stuff that are riffs that, you know, turned into something amazing that really weren't that amazing to start in my mind. But, you know, if you get stuck, just try to find a friend who can listen to it with some fresh ears and tell you if they find something in it that they love. And usually if you're stuck, you can bounce off people and get somewhere. And, you know, oftentimes into a place that you never could have expected it to go. And I think that's how 99% of the songs on this album, you know, parts and songs were made. Started with someone's idea or two people's idea or a collab idea, and then just went spiraling into what it became, from everyone bouncing off each other and everyone giving their input. And, you know, that's how we do it. So that's what I'd suggest. Was it difficult getting used to playing with the glitch effects? Yeah, it's always difficult. It's hard, but there's always like a timing and a rhythm to it. You just kind of have to know what to listen to. I think from the outside it might be hard to catch on to, but everything we do is rhythmic and intentional. And, you can always follow it. I can always follow it for the most part. What was the first guitar I ever bought? It was a Viper. I bought it off a friend. It was used. And I never switched guitars ever after that. Dang, Abominable Pedals, my dude right here. Best pedals, hardest working company. Sorry for the mic crackle here. Yeah, Abominable Pedals out in Seattle. He makes a lot of really cool shit. He's the man, straight up. You should check him out. Another guy who's just like self-run business, does a lot of all that stuff himself, and I really respect that. So, all right, it's been an hour here, so I'm really trying to get to all these questions. What pickups am I using? I'll answer that, and then I'm gonna get to it. But I'm using EMGs right now. Typically I use rail hammers, so I mix it up between the two. But yeah, I love both those pickups. All right, I'm gonna give you a heavy track. What do we got? I'm gonna go with You and You Alone. Got a tune though. The song's in drop. Sick. Very hard song on guitar. Glad that went smoothly. Thank you guys for buying merch. I see you, WLF NDN. Respect. I love merch. I love repping the merch. As you can see, I'm repping it right now. This is one of my favorite shirts. It just feels so good. I love it. Okay, questions here. Trying to catch up. The Japanese, I think it means you and you. Shade's the one who knows. He put that in there. Only you. That's what it means. He whispered it to me. He's in the room. What do we got here? Can I break down the intro riff to 3 Knives? Yeah, sure. I've got tons of time. Honestly, I'm in the wrong tuning, but I'll just show it to you in this tuning. It's not in this tuning though. It's in drop B. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So it's just like this little like octave thing, you know. You got your open chugs and you got your little high lead riff part. Little chromatic diddly thing there. And then that little pinch harmonic that's kind of hard to hit. Yeah, it's just real fast, like thrashy kind of riff. Yeah. What else we got? I love that song also. Will we ever put a tab book up? Maybe someday. I think Dom has like a little tab book he made. It's pretty sick. So maybe that'll come out someday. Is the coffee good on the merch store? Yes. It's very good. I love it. It smells bomb. Can I run through the opening riff of You and You in the meantime? Yes, I can. The whole song is kind of based off this pattern. Pinches on the 5th fret on the A string. And then you got your chromatic thing below it. It would take me like an hour to explain the rhythm, but so I'm not going to do that. But it's very just like 16th notes, you know, repetitive 16th notes, and you kind of have to know the song really good to get the rhythm switches down. But yeah, this is like the accent note here. And then the rest are little chugged single notes. A lot of chugged fast picking in that song. Hopefully I'll get better at that in time, but little triplet fast picking stuff. So learn that shit.
Now I'm stuck in my
Sick. All right, there you go. How do I deal with riff frustration? Damn, I mean, I don't deal with it very well. I go insane all the time, constantly. Alternate picking harmonics thing there. It's kind of tricky, but you just... it's just always on the downstroke. Obviously, you can't upstroke pinch harmonics, so you just have to plan it out all nicely. Same with like that one little part in the verse is very hard, but that's like real tricky. You just got to plan it out and practice it. All right. How to deal with stage fright? I don't know. I mean, just rely on your friends, I guess. That's what I do. Like, doing this thing solo is a little freaky, but most of the time we're all up there together and it's just loud. And once you start moving around, you kind of forget about all that. And also, once you've done it trillions and trillions of times, you also forget about it. Yeah. Twitch Meet, what's the highest tuning used in code? We used to play in drop C, I think, so probably that. Dream 2 rather is like capoed on 2nd fret and in this crazy ass tuning. So that's probably the highest. Tune in again. We're gonna keep doing this series. Thank you again to everyone donating. I'm sorry if I didn't get your name. I'm new to this whole thing, but we're gonna keep going, keep doing this stuff, keep doing this series. Yeah, we got a lot planned, so keep an eye on this stuff and keep asking questions. And you know, we're always on our socials, so I'll try to answer as much stuff as I can, especially now, you know, when we can't be on tour, can't interact with you in person. We're gonna try to do this stuff. So yeah, for real, thank you guys, and peace out. Code out.
Did you enjoy that? Click the video next to my head for more, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.